All right, what we're gonna tap in today and talk about is literally this key thing is simply what would I do if I started all the way over? And what do I mean by that? I'm 31 now. I have done some amazing things, I would say. Let me sit up just because this might be a serious conversation. I have done some amazing things, and I always get the question to ask, oh, what would your younger self do? What would you tell your younger self? Because there's somebody out there that probably is going to be definitely younger than me and wants to know can they do it quicker than what I've done, and or even the amount of time. Because I still got a lot of more stuff to do. I'm only 31, but with that being said, if you want to start quick, I'm gonna give you the freaking play, and I want you to take heed of this because this play is literally the play that will set you up for. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. You gotta make sure you gotta have some passion about whatever you might have in the marketplace that you might be trying to do. But when it comes to it, I want you to listen closely. And I'm guarantee this could work. But right now, if you're, I would say anywhere from, if you're in ninth grade in high school, or even in middle school, but ninth grade all the way to 22, 23. I want you to really take heed in this. And I want you to understand how pivotal this is, and it can literally change your life. By 27, by 25 to 27, you could either be a millionaire or you can definitely be having six figures under your belt, or even uh, making 20,000 or 30,000 a month. But you could definitely have six figures in credit too. So you can be able to do the things you want to do, travel and all this other stuff, and do the things you want to do in life and don't have to worry about a job. All right. This is the play. Listen closely. What I want you to do, yes, you're going to be in high school right now, so still go to school, because in the flip side, you want to appease or do what your parents say. If not, you just need to go to school because you still need to learn numbers and you need to learn a little bit of sociable skills. So that's why I still want you kind of to go to school. You could drop out of high school, but you would need to obtain sociable skills somewhere. And the best place to do that is in high school. So while you're in high school, and I guarantee you're probably leaving high school. After high school, you probably get off at, I don't know, 2:33, whatever the time is. You can get you a part-time job. I want you to get you a part-time job in high school. And I want that to start feasible in ninth grade. The more money you have saved up, the better this is going to help, because you're going to see once I finish this video. The first thing is get you a job. I don't care if it's flipping signs, or I don't care if it's a call center. I don't care if it's sales. Preferably get you something commission-based in sales, because you'll make a lot of more money and it's going to teach you along the way. If you could do a part-time job, I don't care if it's at Verizon, I don't care, whatever it is, sell something so you can start getting commissions off of it. That's the biggest thing. And then also, it's entry level. They don't care about where you are. They just need you to talk and communicate well, and you'll learn communication over time. But sales is the first thing I want you to do. Well, really go to high school because you need the social skills. Then sales is the second thing. So get something in the sales, figure it out, go on Indeed.com and find a sales position for somebody that might be under, 16. And if not, do it under the table. So go to some business that is in sales and ask them, yo, I'm just trying to learn sales and I want to be on the phone, or I just want to be able to sell a product. Find some way to get in a sales commission-based job. If not, find another job that is lucrative for you to just make at least, I don't know, around 400, 500 a week, if possible, in a part-time job. So that is two steps that you need to take heed of. Number three, so from ninth grade all the way up to 12th grade, what I want you to do is this simple thing is, while you're working that job or whatever job that might be, I need you to do this simple thing. I need you to start looking at what you love to do, or even implying the things that you might want to do in the future. And how you do this is literally start testing out things, looking up things when it comes to what you already have interest of. If you're in high school, I guarantee you probably love something out there. You might want to be a streamer. You might want to be a videographer. You might want to be an editor. You might want to be a copywriter. You might want to be anything out, graphic designer. I don't know, website guy, whatever it might be, construction works, a lawyer. I don't know what it might be, but listen closely after this. So after this, what I want you to do is, like I said, y'all want you to write at least 7 to 10 things down that you want to do. Now, the next thing I want you to do is this. Remember, all the time you're working this part-time job. You only have 4 years in high school. Use this wisely. So these 4 years, what I want you to do is, yes, you can get into extracurricular activities. There's nothing wrong with that after school, but I need you to be dedicated to saving up money, because this money will go somewhere and it will literally catapult you after you get out of high school. I'm dead serious. So let's say you did I was in drumline. I also was on the step team and dance team. Blase blase, I was doing that. But I didn't start my job, my my after school job, and I was flipping signs. I didn't start that till when? I didn't start that till around 11th grade. I should have started earlier, but I'm helping you out. So you make all of this money, right? Yes, you might splurge it on a little bit of clothes and shoes and whatnot, but I'm guaranteeing, if you just be patient and you literally take your brain and say, let me stack this money up. As you stack this money up, what I want you to do is, I want you to look up somebody that understands funding and credit. Because your people, I didn't learn credit. My cousin behind this camera over here, he didn't learn it either. But we didn't learn it at a young age. And what I mean by this is that our family wasn't hip to understanding what it was for. They were actually bashing credit and funding and all that. No, don't get a credit card. No, don't get in debt. No, 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 no. That's a lie. We want to go the other route. So what we want to do is, now what we want to do is, we want to take at least 2,500. Remember, you're saving up. You can make 25, you can save up 25 to $5,000 dollars in 4 years if you're working at ninth grade all the way up to 12th grade. You can do this. I know you can, because I even saved that amount in a short amount of time. You just got to stop with the Joneses. But literally sacrifice this. So what I want you to do is save that amount of money up, 2,500 to $5,000. The more, the merrier. You'll see why at the end. So that 2,500, I know of a guy that does funding right now that you can literally get into his school program, and he only charges 2,500. The reason why I'm telling you is once you buy from ninth grade to however amount of time you find a course, because that's usually what they are. They're worth around 2,500 to 5 grand. But when you save this up, you put the money down on the course and you start learning credit and funding. Credit and funding. The reason why I need you to be so freaking keen and so freaking, like, just listen to me and do this, is you're going to save you amount of bullshit and headache when it comes to time. Don't listen to your family. Do not listen to your friends. Listen to what I'm saying. Take the money, buy a course, or buy a one-on-one program with somebody when it comes to credit and funding. And sometimes they're together in a course. If you're looking at this now and you might need help on finding that course, Dub Washington, I want you to look up Dub Washington on Instagram, YouTube. He is one of my clients. He pays me monthly to do his content. But the reason why I'm telling you this is he has in his course, literally, funding. He has all these travel hacking things you can do when it comes to credit. He teaches you credit and funding, literally teaches you how to do all of this stuff. And he's dropping content literally daily on Instagram to teach you how to go get funding. So you're going to do that. I want you to buy that course. That's a guy that you can go to, or you can look up another guy, as on Dub's Instagram followers named Rico. He does credit, but he just does the credit, but he also gets you funding. But go to Dub Washington. He's going to help you out. And then Rico will fix your credit too. Long story short, these people are all in my Instagram followers. So if you listen to this information, go back to my Instagram and then look up these people. They're there. So just gave you another gem, but I'm not even going to keep in track of with the numbers. I'm gonna just lay this out and you can just rewind it and keep watching it, because I'm literally teaching you the play. So while you're in high school, remember, you still got that job you just put down on the course. Now you have what? The info, the information. You can take this information and do what? Do what? Take action on it. I want you to learn for 2 to 3 years while you're in high school about credit and about funding. It's a reason why, but it's going to literally catapult you. So 2 years, study credit and funding. Get next to these people and literally what I mean in their school community, and watch these videos over and over. Write down notes. Beat up the freaking school platform or wherever their community might be, but beat it up, be in there, listening to it on your lunch break at high school, listen to it in practice, whatever you're doing, but listen to it at your job. I want you to learn credit and funding. Now, remember that list of 7 to 10 things, right? This is where it gets real nice for you, B. around 11th and 10th grade, I want you to go on meetup.com. Meetup.com. I want you to create a profile and I want you to start going to meetups. 11th and 12th grade, 10th or 11th and 12th grade, I want you to start going meetups with a family member that's over 18 that can take you to these meetups. Please take yourself to these meetups so you can start meeting like-minded people in your industry. So go on meetup.com and go physically to meetings that are in your industry that you might have a passion about. All of those things on that 7 to 10 list that you might be wanting to do, go to meetups, whether it's on a Zoom call or in physical. Go. I need you to start meeting people that are already doing what you want to do. This is the play, B. This is the play. So you go to this meetup.com and you get all of these people and you go up. I want you to do at least 3 to 5 meetups, whether that's Zoom or whether that's physical, local to your environment. Go to meetups based off of the industry that you're in, right? Right? Then after that, this is the big hack. The big hack after that is I want you to find 3 to 5 mentors in the stuff that you love to do. So with that being said, you don't have to find a lot, just 3 to 5 that might be in a certain amount of categories, prioritize that you might want to be connected to. Tell them, yo, hey man, I'm just looking for a position to literally be right along what you're doing. You don't even have to pay me. I'll do free work. I just want to meet with you at least 3 times a month, 3 to 5 times a month, if that's possible, or get on a Zoom call with you. Just look at it as giving back to the community, but I want to be next to you. You don't have to pay me, but I need help because I love what you do and I love how you do it, but I need help on how to scale based on my knowledge. I'm trying to scale on my knowledge, so I want your help on that because I love what you're doing. After that, now you have some mentors pretty much, and you bought that course for funding, and you're doing what? You also are going to meet. This is creating sociable skills outside of high school. So you're creating more better skills on being sociable around people. Check my mic. We don't want the battery to go low because it's a lot of knowledge right here. So what I need you to do next is simply this. If you're in 11th to 12th grade after this, or even 10th grade, what I want you to do, I want you to open up a savings account with a big bank. Now, if you study what I told you to study because you bought the course, Dub's course literally tells you what banks you need to have a relationship with. He tells you what banks you need to go to based off of the time and the relationships you need to have with these banks so you can get the credit and what you need to do. That other money that you're saving up, I want you to put anywhere from $500 to $1,500 in a savings account. Then I also want you to put $1,000 on a secure credit card. What we're doing now is creating structure and building relationships with a bank. We're what? Creating structure and building relationships with a bank at a young age. This is for somebody that might not know how to do all of this, but I'm telling you, you can go do it. You can open up a bank account, I think, at 16, if not at 18. But if you can't do that, you need to get a parent or guardian to get you to open up a savings and bank account. And I want you to do this. I want you to specifically do this with your parent or even somebody else. But when you create and open up this account, I want you to find one person that you're going to tell them what you're doing during high school, because you want to hop out of high school and you want to start hitting the ground running because you already did your networking, you already did your social skills, and you want to start making business moves. And you're going to tell this banker or this person that literally it should be the bank manager. You really want to find a bank manager, but you want to create a relationship with a banker or operations person that's in the banking, or it might be in Chase. I'm gonna just use Chase because I have a banker at Chase, but you need to find that person and you need to have an in sync relationship, a frequency that matches. Sometimes they're not going to be on the same frequency. It is all about relationships. When I mean this, listen to me. I mean this. It is about relationships. Don't go to multiple banks in a local area. But what I want you to do is I need you to focus on the relationship more than anything. because the relationship is going to get you to the next level, which is what? Teaching you the routes of how to structure your profile based on that bank alone. And also that region that bank is in. And I mean that local bank, what they're doing and how they're doing it. You want to go with the one that has the most what? The most stars when it comes to their Google reviews, because that means their customer service is A1, and they're going to help you take your banking to the next level as you progress on the years on to come. So you open up your change savings bank account, whether that's with your guardian or whether that's with an uncle. I don't care who it might be, but they got to be old enough to help you do that. Now, if you, and they might have some ways that you could do that alone, but I don't know for sure. But fact check me. If you need a guardian, go do that with a guardian. Find someone. Find someone. Now, what I want you to do is this. You got your bank open up, right? You got your secure credit card. You need to talk about them getting a secure. After you open up the bank, drop the money in the savings, you open up with a secure credit card. Listen to me closely, please. After you build a relationship and you located a person that is in this bank, I want you to start telling them what you are doing to be successful and want to do outside of that. No, you do not have a business yet, but right when you come out of high school, you're going to know because you're doing what? You're networking with who? You're networking with people. It's as simple as that, bro. You're networking with people already in high school. And then if you go to college after high school, you're going to be networking and building more sociable skills. So as you do this, you're telling them your play, and what I mean by that is a written down, I would say year to year schedule on what you're doing when it comes to meeting, funding, savings, and credit, secure credit card, and also the people that you're networking with. Have ChatGPT write this up for you. If you don't know how to use ChatGPT, you don't even need to be watching this video, to be really honest. But have ChatGPT write that up for you. The next thing what I want you to do is simple this. Like, you got to take this ChatGPT thing, give it to the lady, give it to the man that you're now in sync with, in frequency with, to do what? Start doing what? Knowing what you're doing over time. Now you want to tell them by at least 18, you want to do what? Open up a business bank account with them, because you're already creating the relationships and building the wealth. And I would say, yes, we're going to talk about wealth now. We're not talking about getting rich. We're talking about mental wealth, and we're talking about physical wealth, and we're talking about spiritual wealth, and we're talking about financial wealth. You're building all of these skill sets. So now you're going to let them know, like, yo, after 18, once I get out of high school, I need to open up a business bank account. I already got you need to be ready with that knowledge to tell them literally, I need to open up a business bank account. After that, you do what? They're going to be like, okay, I see you. They're going to see you in another light. They're going to see you in a young woman or a young man that's actually taking it to the next level and not worrying about everything and all of this distractions out here in the world. You are serious. They're gonna literally associate with you with being serious. The next thing I want you to do is say, like, okay, after I open up this business bank account, I need to ask you, literally, I want to get funding. The reason why I told you from the beginning to get the course is because in these courses, you have people like Dub Washington. He teaches you how to structure your profile to get funding. He literally helped me do it. The bankers are on my side now. They literally are telling me what? They're telling me, we work for you, Mr. Leonard. So I'm telling you, I'm watching this camera, or you, the whole point is that you have to do this. So the next thing after this is, now that you have the banker understanding that you're going to eventually want funding so you can get cash flow into your business bank account and start really doing things. Remember this one thing is that you got to give them a little bit money in your business bank account. They have to start seeing transactions. So by now, if you're 18, and all of that 4 to 3 years in high school, you need to make sure that you have what ready? Something where you can make some money from. I don't even care if it's one-on-one calls by coaching somebody, or if it's selling a product, or if it's simply as you're working under somebody and you're charging them as like you're a contractor for them, but you have an LLC now, and you can put all of those transactions you're making from somebody as an LLC. You're a contractor for your own business. So now you're 18, and now what? You got transactions from 18 and 19. You got transactions going into your business account, and you got savings set up. It could be a little bit of money. I don't care. It could be like $50 in there just to have it open. And you got a Chase account with Chase. Now, this is the key. This is the key where it get real saucy. You got these transactions happening from 18 to 19 to 20. By 20, you need to have funding. And what I mean by that, the banker, the person that I told you in the past to get with, they can help you get funding because now you have transactions going through. You have transactions and they understand you're serious. They understand your business plan now. They understand everything that you're doing. The last thing is this. Now, since you've done all this and you've been working all of this time and you have funding, you're going to get funding before, I guarantee. But if you do everything I just said and you get the course and you start learning all this information, before 22, you're going to know about how to get funding and how to get certain things when it comes to products with banks so you can take your business to the next level. And yes, you don't know business to the full. You might not have went to college or you might go into college, but I still need you to keep that business bank account open and keep these relationships because they are more, I would say they are more valuable than college itself because the relationships are going to get you more funding because you can use this funding, extract funding and liquidate cards to then put in other bank accounts and other businesses and whatnot and start other businesses up. All in all, what I'm trying to get you to say is that when you do this over time, you will never have to work under a clock again after 22. I'm being dead serious, but you got to take action in the steps that I just told you, or wherever you are in that from 9th grade to 22, you need to rewatch this video and collapse time. You need to literally do everything I told you and you start collapsing time with what I just get the information I just gave you. Now, be king that everything I gave you isn't in detail. It's not. This is literally just the format. And I'm telling you this based off if I could start over, if I can build everything back up and if I can start back in high school, this is the route I would take. I would take it literally with so much action. And then I would get my boys on it too. Because if I can get my boys on it, the same knowledge and they seeing it, if I got 8 boys, 1 out of that 8, I guarantee is gonna be like, yeah, bro, I'm down. And if they're all down, that's just more for the merrier. Because what you can do is we start building up a team like this, y'all can either by 22, or even younger, by 22, y'all should at least have 150K each. And that's just with one bank account. I didn't even get into the saucy parts that Dub be talking about in his course where you can literally hit up multiple banks and get money multiple ways, and it's all legal. This is not illegal. This is legal. So make sure at the end of the day that you can take your bank account, have everything set up. You have a savings, you have a secure credit card, you have your job, you're rolling in the money, you have a business bank account, and you have a relationship that you built with that business. It's time to take it to the next level. Because if you go to college or if you don't, you're going to be set. Like you, my friend, are going to be set. I don't know about the other people. You might want to send this to them, but I'm telling you, you're going to be set. And I hope this blesses you. At the end of the day, I just want to give this knowledge away because I had that question asked of me. And then this all prompted this morning. This happened this morning based off of, I was at Chick-fil-A with my cousin and we pretty much was getting some food from breakfast. And this black girl, I could tell, and it's cold. It's about 40 degrees outside. She looked like she wasn't trying to work there. She looking like, she was not trying to be there. But at the end of the day, this strike the thought in my head, like, dang, only if she knew the knowledge, and she already got a work ethic if she's working at Chick-fil-A. It's just like, where do you put that energy? So if you put the energy in the right places, you're going to win, man. You're going to win. So I hope to see you on the other side. Make sure you pass this off to someone. If you're watching this and subscribe to my channel, tell me more in the comments. If I said something wrong, then follow up with me in the comments about a step that I needed to put in this video so other people that watch the video can see it. What I want you to do is take action. Start now. Stop waiting. Because if you're in high school, I'm being honest with you, you can be a millionaire by 30 if you beat the payment up and do these things that I just told you. But I'll need you to do this. Whoever is watching this, make sure you do this before 2030 because I think 2030, there might be some cutoffs in what I just said. But other than that, do what you got to do. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the other side.